Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to a nice, at least in the north, a cold day, and for the people not from the north, a warm day, or maybe a very pleasant day, right? So, I welcome you again to this edition of Circle of Peaceful Progress. Now, all of us, I think, in our childhood or later, saw the movie Sound of Music, right? And in that movie, there was this song that said, these are a few of my favorite things. And today, when I got up in the morning, I think I have mentioned earlier also that every day when I get up, there is a song in my head. And we had a session on that also about which is the song that you get up to, if you recall, right? So this was the song that started playing in my head, and I said, interesting. So what am I supposed to do with it? And I just thought for a minute, and it came to me that yes, today is the day to ask people that what are their favorite things or what are their desirable things which make them happy, which make them feel a sense of contentment. It may be something very small or something, as a memory, something that has been with them as a nostalgia, something to do with their own social setup, maybe their personal development, maybe their skills, maybe in relationships, maybe even in the field of finance. Now, I won't say just money because we're not here to think, that if I have money, that is one of it is everybody's favorite thing. There's no doubt about it. But what we do with that money is something more important. So, if certain things or situations or memories or nostalgia or items are there which are in your personal space, which are your favorite items. Let's see that what is the message that Redikall wants to give to all of us today, individually, to understand why we are so attached to the things that we have. Is it a good attachment, or is it something that we are holding on to as a security or a reason for growth? What is our association with it? Is it something that is still needed, or am I not capable enough to learn what detachment means? Is it still there as a brilliance to teach me that final detachment? Or is it there as a reason to remind me that I just need to celebrate every occasion and every moment in my life that I experience? Because the memory may have gone, it could be, like one photograph that surfaces of maybe your child's first birthday. And it is a favorite one, and you have kept it because for you, that photograph where the child is absolutely enveloped in your arms, cuddling up to you, or maybe you're kissing the child because it's the first birthday. It's your favorite. Is it a happy memory? Or today, your child has grown up, gone away, left home. Times have changed, circumstances have changed, situations have changed, energies have changed. There is growth for the child. So, what is that photo reminding you of now? Is it still brings you that joy, or there is a feeling of, a vacuum? I wish things could go back to like that, that way I had a personally wonderful relationship with my child. So, sometimes the favorite things can also lead us to understand what is it that we need to look into our space look inside us, look within us, and also look outside us to understand the reason that those favorite things are still in your space. So, who's going to come up first to tell me their favorite things? Raise your hands, all of you, one by one, and then we can start the process of understanding. Let me see. Who all can I see? Okay. So right now we just have Seema. Nobody else wants to have any understanding or reading because based on their favorite things. That's interesting. All
Hi.
right, Shikha. Hi, Seema. Good evening. Tell me.
Good evening. Yeah. So after I read your message, I just like gave it about a 2 minutes thought.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first thing that came to me was being in nature, and basically, more specifically, a meadow with a stream going through it. Though I love
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of nature, like it can be, trees behind me, and I wanted everything. Trees behind me, आगे थोड़ी दूर से मुझे mountain दिख रहा है, you know, सब कुछ चाहिए. But yes, but this was the most, like, where I was a meadow with a stream going through it.
Okay.
So
So, yeah,
that, yeah.
continue.
So
All
that
right.
was, that's my favorite thing to do. I mean, like, that's what I want, I like.
Okay. So tell me,
And this is one. Yeah. Acha, okay.
have you experienced such a place or a stream or a meadow, or is it a wish that you have that is your favorite thing and you
This
still want it?
is a wish. I have been in
Ah.
nature. I've been on mountain trails. I have otherwise experienced, like, the desert or even the ocean or the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
But this particular thing is been there. Like, I know I visualize it often.
Right.
This
And how does
meadow.
it make you feel?
It makes me feel so good. I can see the daisies there. I mean, it's very vivid.
Can I ask you a question here?
Please do.
Have you been, okay, this is not a criticism, huh? This is an observation. Were you or have you been treated as a princess in your childhood?
You've asked me that before, but I would say the girls were really, really treated very well. Like, it was bas the best for them.
Okay. So the best for them naturally makes them have very vivid imagination and very satisfying and pretty dreams. Okay. Now, a meadow with daisies or flowers with a stream, it's very poetic, beautiful. There's no doubt about it, right? But as you grew and as you experienced life, that means the realities of getting married, running a home, dealing with situations, dealing with relationships, dealing with trying to handle how to bring up my own children, trying to be the best in everything, got you so caught up in the daily humdrum of life that this became a fanciful wish that I wish this could happen to me sometime. It does, as you
Yes.
said, that you've been going on treks, you've gone to the beach, you've gone everywhere, but this dream sequence has remained with you, right? And for
Yes.
you, it is still a fulfilling place where you would like to be. So, the world is a small place now. Did you ever try to look for such a place and go for a holiday there?
I have been wanting to go to the Valley of Flowers because I've not seen it, but somehow that's how I visualize it.
Right.
And yeah, that is like, whenever I think of such a place, like
Okay.
this, it's the word just comes to me, Valley of Flowers.
Super.
So
Okay. And you know where the Valley of Flowers leads to?
no, I don't know. It's like वो हेमकुंड साहब के उधर को है ना?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Now, again, look at it metaphorically right now. Okay. So now I'm talking from the other side of the coin. You got married, you lived a princess life where the girls, when I say princess, don't take it in the wrong sense.
I've
I mean,
understood.
yeah. So,
Treated you very well. Yeah.
absolutely. So, given the best, treated the best education, the best life. Yeah. And then living a life on your own, learning to manage on your own, learning to take decisions on your own, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes wrong, sometimes right. And at the same time, getting so involved in trying to be the best of everything, the best mother, the best wife, the best relative, the best aunt, the best everything, that you kept growing with this dream. Your relationship with this dream was the reason for your growth. But at the same time, what was happening was that you were growing without realizing spiritually. Okay. When I say spiritually, it doesn't mean that you're going just to all the temples, etc. But it was there for you to start learning to go inwards. When we start to go inwards, within ourselves is the time that we start to discover, to connect, to be related to the real me, the real self. And the Valley of Flowers ultimately leads you to a spiritual point that is a connect with one of the masters of the universe. Right?
Okay.
You're getting my drift?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So metaphorically, probably you are placed at a point where you have done it all, even in Redikall, with the help of the beautiful consciousness of Redikall. You have traveled so far in your journey where you have learned to let go of a lot of things that may have been reasons for holding you back when you started becoming aware of yourself. But with Redikall, you have learned, and the masters and everything have been helping you to, as a princess, taking you forward. So today, you are at that point where that dream could become a reality, where you convert it into connecting with the masters as beautifully, as simply as the Valley of Flowers. Does that make sense?
Sounds just too beautiful. Something where I would like to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what Redikall also has a message for you today. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. So it says, wow. Left appreciation chakra. That is FL26. Reminder to value and appreciate self and others. That means appreciating, valuing, and I won't go in the negatives because we are progressing in the positives. We are learning to celebrate, moving forward in that celebration. So it says appreciation brings out the best in me and others around me.
Can I share something here?
Yes, sure.
So I told you about that incident which I had recently when I'd gone out, right? And I told you, मैं कैरल का सर खा रही हूँ 3 दिन से, right? And today is the 11th day. And I am writing this 21 times. Appreciation brings out the best in me and others.
So you see, no wonder you're seeing the Valley of Flowers. No wonder you're seeing the beautiful stream. No wonder you're seeing that connect, the path that leads you to Hemkund Sahab, well, all the Hemkund Sahab is there within us. Connect to that Hemkund Sahab that is sitting inside you. And your flowers and your valley and your stream, everything will fall in place.
It's just too unreal now. I mean, like, the moment you started, I just wanted to laugh. I said, look, Radikal, मुझे वही दिखा रहा है.
Now, the other people right now who are listening in, raise your hand or give a clap to Seema, because look at the joy in her voice. Can you sense that joy that she is going through? Right. So this is what is happening to all of us. We are blessed. These Friday programs that we I try to, mix and match and try to bring in a little difference. But ultimately, the learnings and the guidance that Redikall gives us. Today, I am referring to the Pothi. Okay? Oh, sorry, I have put it on blur. So I'm referring to the Pothi today. Why I'm showing it in case somebody's new over here. Okay. So this is the one giving all the answers today, right? So Seema, are you happy with what is coming? That means continue with the art of appreciation of self and others. And
Yes.
continue delving deep into that valley and see yourself singing all the beautiful songs over there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. And thank you, Reena. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Most
All
welcome,
right.
Seema.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aarti, आपके लिए तो another level वो है. Reena had, when you said na, see like how happy she is. So she sent 2 claps.
Yes. We all,
But
we all
I
feel
tell
it.
you, I think you know me better than I know myself now.
No, it is not that. It is just that we know each other because we have decided to be open books to each other. Because we have decided to be, transparent. And transparency is a very, very tough thing. People don't like to be transparent because they feel they may become vulnerable in front of others, and maybe the others would take advantage of it. Now, when we bring in this, maybe others will take advantage of us, that is the point where we are allowing others to take advantage of us. We are allowing them, the moment we think of anything doubtful or negative, I won't call it negative, I would more call it doubtful, etc. The moment we do that, the moment we create that energy, it's like, have you seen these athletes, who run the track event? So they are, always on charge. It's like a panther waiting. They're on charge. And the moment the word go comes, they run, right? So this negatives are all there sitting, in that position. All right. The moment the indicator comes, we just have to rush in. Why allow it? Because life is easy. Life is effortless. And we can make it a lot of fun. Correct? So there is so much simplicity.
It's taken me a long way to come here to talk like this.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, नहीं होता था कि वो again यही होता था. Now it's okay. You want to judge me, judge me.
Yeah. Because there is a neutrality that has come in, and that's okay. That's wonderful. Yeah. That is where we all want to reach and be. And that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Please wait, listen to all of us. Don't go away. Yeah. Next we have Shikha. Yes, Shikha. Can I see you on camera? It will be lovely. Are you already on camera? Oh, yes, you are. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Ma'am, so my favorite thing these days is like eating. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Okay.
feel like eating so much that it is so hard for me to diet, and I've like put on my so much weight and all.
Okay.
So I'm really obsessed for eating.
Right. So that makes you happy, or is it just an obsession?
It's an emotional eating which I'm doing. So
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So if this emotional eating, is there something behind it that is bothering you, troubling you, or is sitting heavy in your space? Or are you just enjoying the winter? I don't know which part of the country you are right now.
I'm in
So
Delhi.
you're in Delhi. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So is it because of the weather, or is it because there is some sort of, compulsive eating only happens under two circumstances. One, either you're in a lot of stress, anybody, or there is some emptiness that we are trying to fulfill. And that emptiness could be anything.
Both of them are going parallel. At
Okay.
times it is stress, at times it is emptiness.
Right, right. So, why do you think you have chosen food as an option?
There is a short story behind it. I never used to have so much food earlier. Then
Mhm,
I went to a wedding, and it's like I'm talking about some 18 years back.
mhm,
I guess more than that, or yeah, 18,
mhm,
19 years back. So I went to a wedding, and there one of my cousin told me that you should always taste at least, because I never
mhm,
used to have anything outside also much, बहुत little, and घर का ही I used to eat.
mhm,
So after that, the way I don't know how come the life changed, that I started eating so much, slowly, that I started finding my happiness in eating. If I am depressed, or I'm feeling lonely, or any problem is there.
okay,
And that too,
okay,
rice is like, I cannot resist rice.
okay. All right. So, Shikha, if there is an emptiness in you, or some kind of a vacuum in you, are you working on those vacuums, or are you working on that emptiness or the stress?
Yes, ma'am. Like, yeah, I've been keep on working. I'm a Redikall student already,
Yeah,
but like ups and downs, there was a patch in which I wasn't able to do. So thanks to Apurva, she was after my life, join. So this time that was like because of her only, I got pepped up and I've joined again the premium membership.
right.
And yeah, so it's like I've
So,
started again.
okay. So, Shikha, the thing is, there is no reason to not enjoy food. We all love food. I love food too. But if we are making it an obsession, we need to ask ourselves, why are we loosening our boundaries, our personal boundaries? That means even for food, and that means the same for the stress or something that is not going right in your life. Okay? Why? What is it inside us that is allowing others to invade or come into my space to make me either unhappy or create that vacuum? Or if there is stress, why am I going through that stress? Because as we know, we are the ones who create all the situations, that we are responsible for all the situations that we go through in life. The others are not. We are responsible directly. We feel, that it is because of them, but it is not. It is only because we allow it. Even if when we were children, when we were small, even if things were happening at that point of time to us, and we of course didn't have that command and control, of in terms of balance of power, है ना? But if we decided to become frightened, or if we decided to become absolutely terrorized by situations and hide or run away, or sort of lean on the factor of fear, lean on that emotion of fear or feeling scared. So, magnetically, the vibrations and the frequency of fear was so high that, like a magnet, it would keep attracting situations that continue to make us feel fearful, stressed, unhappy, or whatever else. So, throughout life, that continues to be a pattern with us. So, whatever is happening in our lives, we are responsible. no one else. So in the same way, we are responsible by looking for the very, very, how would I call it? I won't call it easy option. I would call it the, um, what should I call it? You know, the,
Escapism.
thank you, escapism that we go to food. Okay. So yes, you started 18 years ago, which is fine, no problem. Everybody does it. हम लोग ने भी बहुत खाया है. खाते पीते घर के लोग हैं type, है ना?
Ma'am, now that it is considered bad.
So if you decide mentally, now this is a mental exercise because the filter mind and the conscious mind, they work together. You know, it's like, if I should say it on media or not, it's like a political party, you know, they keep forming partnerships.
Yeah.
So the conscious mind and the filter mind, they work together. And because we know in the filter mind, we store all our negatives, right? So it's all there in the filter mind, and the conscious mind is the one that is connecting us to our supposed reality every day of our lives. So it doesn't allow, they don't allow between the two of them that either something should go down in the subconscious mind or something from the subconscious mind, which is should leave the space, sort of empty out the filter mind. They don't allow it. They work together. Now, if Shikha decides, right, today that, okay, enough is enough. I am going to enjoy my food, but if I'm having two rotis, I am going to eat one roti only, but I'll, sort of open it up and make it look like two rotis mentally to myself so that my conscious mind thinks I'm eating two rotis, but I'm having only one roti.
Ma'am, that part is only difficult, no? To
No,
do
that's
that.
it. Yeah. So this is just, at the conscious level that I'm trying to suggest that make that effort. You have to. If you see that you're eating out of turn also when you shouldn't be, are you drinking enough water even though it is winter? Are you allowing yourself, the physical exercise? Are you allowing mobility to yourself? Now, these are all conscious thoughts. And these are the ones that have been suppressed. So why not reach out to Redikall to help us? That I R5 my weakness, okay? Or I transform and transcend my escapism. Or I R5 my inability to manage my compulsions. These are all compulsive acts. These are not something that has been given to us as a kind of rule. We made this rule. So when we want to feel complete in ourselves and change things in our lives, who can do it? Only us. Who can take that decision? Only us. I'm not saying stop eating all the laddus and everything if you like it. Instead of a full laddu, take half a laddu. Start like that. Don't make that mistake of thinking that I can't do it and it's not possible. People, especially, again, I'm talking Delhi and the North Belt, this is the season to have all those wonderful gajaks and revdis and all that wonderful food that you get only in winter.
Besan ka laddu.
Besan ka laddu.
Gajar ka halwa.
Gajar ka halwa. Thank you for reminding me. Maybe I'll also get it made. But you can make gajar ka halwa not with sugar. You can make it with dates, crushed dates. I mean, it's not a cooking lesson here. What I'm saying, there are options that we can think of doing it. But work on your R5, whatever comes to you as a thought. That escapism, you said, which is a great word to use. Compulsion, that you're not compulsive eating. Work on that. Work on my need to, what should I say? IR5, my inability to what? check.
To
I've just given you
control my hunger pangs.
everything, whatever you feel like saying. But let me say what Redikall has to say to you to continue to be happy even in the eating, to enjoy that eating. How can you do it? Okay? And it's
I
not about
know
eating.
I'm not happy in eat. I don't feel happy after eating, First though I eat. And then
That's
two,
guilt. So work
yeah.
on your guilt. So you
Then I
work on
live
your
in guilt
guilt.
why I have eaten, why I know I'm
Yeah.
doing wrong, but still I'm doing it. While eating also
So,
I'm feeling guilty, but I'm eating.
so here you're doing, there's guilt and there's self-sabotage. Now look at these words. They're not small, right? Why are you doing it? So we need to check on that. But let's see what Redikall has to tell you to make you feel good about yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see. It says, left positivity chakra. Incredible. This is SL13. Reminder that all that you do for the greater good. So if you're not doing for the greater good, you need to take a check on that and work towards that positivity to make all that is good to happen in your lives. Redikall is guiding you today that don't let it pass, that whatever you're doing for the greater good. But is it the greater good in terms of what you are allowing your body and to go through? Maybe not. So take a call, and it says, all that I do for the greater good. Yeah.
Okay.
This is SL13.
Okay, ma'am.
And when you've achieved a certain level of mental control on your, not habits, on whatever you think you can start, take baby steps. You don't have to suddenly jump from 0 to 100. Go step by step. If you're, as I said, if you're eating rice, eat your rice, but maybe put in a lot more vegetables and dal and everything instead of the rice part of it. Rice ko thoda karo. There's a scientist who had said, one of these food scientists, that whatever you want to eat, just take it in a bowl. So choose a bowl, whichever size. Itna bada lena hai, itna bada. And whatever you want to eat, like if you're eating rice, that means you need the dal and things like that in it. Put the dal in it, put the vegetable in it, put the rice, and just that much. And if you eat slowly, it fills you up. Because
Eat
it takes
slowly. Yes.
it takes the mind half an hour to understand the process. The stomach and everything realizes only after half an hour that, oh, I'm full. Haven't you noticed sometimes when you're really greedy and you eat a lot, that time you can eat a lot. But after about half an hour, you start feeling, oh my God, my stomach is bursting.
Ma'am,
So
that half an hour is too much time for me to make my body understand I've eaten a lot already.
No, the body understands itself, okay? So you can work on this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay, so who else
Thank
is
you,
there?
ma'am.
You're welcome. Reena, anything I can do for you today?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Apurva, as usual, you will be talked to last. She is such a darling. She agrees to it. I mean, thank you so much for that, Apurva. Yes, Reena, how can I help you?
I'm enjoying every day as it comes.
Hmm?
कल से बैक एक ट्रिगर हुआ है तो I'm enjoying bed rest.
Oh, good. I like that. Yeah.
But I'm much better with Redikall
Okay.
and with my exercise today. I'm much better right now.
Okay.
But
Okay.
absolutely, I'm enjoying. Yesterday I couldn't go to my clinic, so be it, no problem.
Okay. So, I mean, for others who are listening in and for others who will listen later, look at the difference that she says that I was not well and I'm enjoying every day and I'm enjoying this bed rest also. So when you're not well, you have a back problem. At the same time, you're learning to enjoy it. What are you doing? You are talking to your body and telling your body that it's okay. We are in it together and we are going to come out of everything ourselves. But you take that rest, because when you rest, then I'm the best.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, that's a nice statement. When you rest,
Rest.
then I'm the best. Yeah. So, what are the other things which are your favorite things right now? Which is the most favorite thing for you these days, Reena? Yeah,
So I would like to share one thing. These days, like,
yeah.
I wanted to join Kathak, but
Mm-hmm,
due to some time constraint, I'm unable to do. So
mm-hmm.
I have a patient who is just 5-year-old and she goes to Kathak class. So whenever she comes, she teaches me the hand mudras.
Oh, how nice. How does
Yeah,
that make
so
you feel?
I love it. I just wait for her. Ki aa jao bhaiya.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
yeah, that she brings that child in me, brings
Yes,
out that child in me.
yes. So, again, I like to stress this point also. Don't ever let that child in you ever feel neglected. Now, this is a difference. We are not talking of the inner children that we have created over time. We are talking of that child in you which allows you to live, to enjoy, to feel, to grow, to be happy, and literally even dance and learn from a 5-year-old, the steps, how to dance. I mean, that's a wonderful thing that you're doing.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
inspires me so much. She
Right.
really inspires me. So I've
Okay.
told her,
Okay.
दवाई लेना है नहीं लेना है आ जाओ खाली मिलने आ जाओ.
No, of course, the vibrance that the children bring in us is also very important.
True.
And they come into our space only like this is an external child, it's not your own child or grandchild or anything like that. They are coming in your space again as a message from the universe that look, there are reasons for you to look forward to life, and make it the best in terms of enjoying every minute of it.
True.
Let me give you an example. Today was a beautiful sunny day in Delhi, and the smog was also not there. So the skies were also clear. So my sister called and she says, "Why don't we go for a little picnic?" I said, "Sure." But it was not a picnic where we packed our things and took with us. We planned and visited a place called Mehroli Archaeological Park, which is extension of Qutub Minar area. Everybody knows Qutub Minar. It's a beautiful park and with lakes and the whole historical buildings and of course the park and etc. I made a reel also of it today. And what did we do? After we just three of us, her husband, she and me. After we'd walked around, we found a little patch of shade. We sat down over there and I told my brother-in-law, "Why don't you sing a song?" So he started singing, and he sings beautifully, of course. And then after some time, he says, "Why don't you join for me?" So I started singing with him. Then we decided, okay, let's sing all the duets that are possible that we can remember. So
Wow.
it was such a fulfilling time in the afternoon. And there was a little cafe over there where we had our lunch. Yeah, that was our picnic. But after some time, what happened? People who were walking around that whole complex gradually started coming towards us, and they just sat there. And they said, "Ek aur sunao, ek aur sunao." So we had such a brilliant, unplanned, wonderful day today. So everything doesn't have to be planned also, but you can learn to enjoy.
True.
So if we had decided just to have our picnic and walk around and go back home, that would have been good too. But there we started, and then it became such fun that we didn't get away from there for 2 hours. So, yeah, we can learn to enjoy every minute of our life. And whether you sing or you don't sing, whether you dance or you don't dance, whether you paint or you don't paint, it doesn't matter. What matters is to find that little spot which helps you to understand what happiness is, how happiness can be nurtured, and what you can do to make happiness a part of your growth and life. So I'll read a reading for you, Reena.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see what Redikall says for you today. Right. Wow. Left uniqueness chakra, AL6. Reminder to be happy, seeing others happy as you appreciate your and others' individual role and experiences. So true
So
for
true.
you
So,
with that little girl coming in your life. So
absolutely.
yeah. So I cherish and focus on my uniqueness and my unique opportunities.
Thank you.
I
Thank you so
cherish
much.
and focus on my uniqueness and my unique opportunities. Thank you,
Aatmn.
Reena.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you so
you.
much.
Okay, so Apurva, yes, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. So,
Hmm.
ma'am, for me, my favorite things are basically all those little memories that like I have kept with me. Like
Hmm.
if a favorite person has given me a toffee, so I've kept the wrapper. If I have walked the park with somebody and I've picked up a stick, so I've kept that with me. So these
Okay.
are the kind of, or maybe a teacher offered me a fruit cake. So I kept the wrapper of the fruit cake with me. She doesn't know, but I have it with me. So those are the small kind of favorite things that I have. And apart from that, I used to run, so my medals, they are very dear to me, very favorite. And then I remember that when I ran in the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium for the first time in my life, they gave us those numbers behind our backs with those on that small square pieces of jute paper.
Yes,
I
yes,
keep that
yes.
with me. So these
Okay.
are the little things I like to keep with me. And these
Wow,
are
these become memorabilia, they become reasons for happy memories. But
yeah,
I think this is very unique that you have the wrapper and the stick and things like that also. And
yeah,
as long as they are associated with happy memories, yeah, they should continue to keep giving you a reason to feel warmth and loved and cared and nourished in the circumstances that you received them, right? And that is
yes,
enough to keep us feel, make us feel cherished and move forward. And sometimes, if we are not feeling too good about it, we can look at these wrappers and
yeah,
remember the happiness that is associated with it. Lovely. That is absolutely marvelous. That just shows that you are a very sensitive human being. And with that sensitivity, that is why you are able to now, be in a space. It allowed you to come into Redikall completely. Because in Redikall, it is all about being sensitive to others' needs, sensitive to understand ourselves, sensitive to understand others, and deliver what we can, contribute what we can with sensitivity.
right.
So just cherish your sensitivity and the brilliance in that sensitivity. I think that would be a brilliant, this is a conscious, continuous maybe message that those rappers and that stick and the middle, the numbers are
Yeah,
trying to tell you. Because when you talk of medals, I'm reminded that when I received my medal for the national games when I went as a 13-year-old, so once in a while when I look at that medal, I'm only reminded of one happy incident. I was the youngest in the team for that hurdles.
wow,
I was the youngest, and they converted the event from junior 80, hurdles to senior because there were less people in the junior. So imagine me and another girl had to run with the seniors. The other girl was from Karnataka and I was from Delhi. So my coach, what did he do? He came to me, but I had no idea because everything is, you have to count the number of steps you take in terms of how you jump the hurdles, etc. So he came running to me. He said, "Don't you feel afraid? It's very simple. That instead of, let's say the first run up used to be 5 steps, jump, then 1, 2, 3, jump. He says, instead of 5, it's 8 now. Don't worry, everything else is the same. So you can do it. So I was near tears. What does he tell me? He says, look, today if you win, if you come first, if you come third, I'll buy you a chopper. I was a 13-year-old. If you come second, I'll buy you a cassata. Okay. But if you come first, I'm going to give you a banana split. As a gift today. We'll go to the restaurant, all of us. So I said, okay. And then, of course, when the race happened, so I came second. So I ran across and he jumped. He was so happy. We didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. And what do? I go to him and I said, will I get my cassata now? That was the only thing I told him. So every time I look at my medal, I'm reminded of the cassata, but I'm reminded of that encouragement in challenging times that a coach could be, your master, your guide, your universe, anybody giving you that if something happens, you don't have to worry. Steps may change, the count may change, but the process is the same. So don't run away from that reality. Face it. You'll be able to do it. And I think metaphorically, it's a beautiful lesson that I had learned, and it stayed with me. So that particular medal, not because it was won at a national games, but because of this message that I had received from my coach, is more valuable to me than anything else. Right? So Apurva, keep growing with your sensitivity and let's see what Redikall tells you to do further. Wow. FR47, write gratitude for grounding chakra. Reminder to perceive your grounding factors as facilitating factors. So your sensitivity is a blessing, it's a brilliance. Continue to be with that, to deal with others in a more sensitive, loving, caring, giving manner, right? That's all I can tell you. It says, I remain grateful to my grounding factors, enabling me to fly high. I remain grateful to my grounding factors, enabling me to fly high. Yeah?
Thank you, ma'am.
Great. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I've heard that statement so many times.
I think I can keep it as an open thing for all of us. Most of us have said over here that this statement has been coming to me constantly. Now, look at this beauty. Look at this, what Redikall does. It keeps sending you the same statement again and again, very gently, very beautifully through others, so that it's like a guide, it's going on guiding you that you're on the right path. Continue with it. Don't worry. Still continue with it. Keep the patience. Continue with it. You will reach your ultimate goal in terms of whatever the goal setting you have done for yourself on your life's journey and life's path. So simple. All because of what Redikall does to all of us. So I am in complete great gratitude to the masters and Redikall for what it does for all of us. And it's such a easy and simple way with just healing and affirmations that we can learn to give ourselves and to others as such a big contribution in terms of what can be done, right? So if everybody agrees with me, can I get a raised hand or a clap or something? I like claps. Okay, great. So, great. No, I'm just being a little childish myself. I like to have claps. Everybody likes claps. So I think that is all there would be. There is one more person here. Jayashree, would you like a reading or is it okay for you? Or you have written something in the chat? I don't know. No. Okay. So I think we've met our time slot today. Yeah. So thank you very much for being here, all of you. I think it's been a nice, cozy, warm feeling of being together to share our favorite things. And keep staying with your favorite things. And we'll meet again next Friday with another session with something interesting. All the best.